Yeah, on a daily, it's what I do. Get in tune. The importance of Kevin Durant being traded to the Houston Rockets. First and foremost, he has critics out there that does not respect the Golden State championships. We have to put everything on the board. In the NBA world, in terms of fans, media, casual fans, the hardcore fans, does not respect his Golden State titles, finals MVPs. They felt like he did the OKC Thunder a disservice, leaving them high and dry, going to the team that beat them. It's similar to if you on the street, you got your set of people, your crew, then there's another crew that you at odds with. The other crew ends up winning, but then the next day you roll with them. That's how fans took to Kevin Durant joining Golden State. Then he realized in Golden State he had to move on. So what happened with the Brooklyn Nets? Was it the pandemic? Was Kyrie Irving doing too much? Making a trade for James Harden. I felt like the team they originally had with Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, in those pieces, that was a balanced roster before they traded James Harden away. So we just going through the timeline here, giving background, which is important when talk about any all-time great career. Then going into Ben Simmons and trading Harden for Simmons. So that was just I don't want to curse, but you can imagine it was it was a shit show. Now moving forward past the Phoenix Suns tenure, more the same. He did not win. Did not even get close to winning. That was a failure. So I'm going through all of this timeline, breaking everything down to say this is his opportunity to change the overall narrative of his leadership. Can he get a title on his own without having a super team? The roster is perfect. And I will also say he has a potential championship coach in Ime Udoka. He has Fred VanVleet, who won the championship before with Toronto. And he has Steven Adams, by all accounts, a great locker room guy that shows that quality leadership, where it's silent, he does things behind the wall in that locker room. However, it goes when Kevin Durant is going to be the face of it, then you can have somebody else that can be a voice. Fred VanVleet, he has some say. Then you got the enforcer. I won't call him Udonis Haslam, speaking of Steven Adams, but still he can have that type of sway in the locker room. Kevin Durant is not without talent. That's the best way to put it. He is not without talent. Amen Thompson, he can ball. He's an athlete on the come up. Different phases of his game, he can be a star. He's athletic. He dominates in transition. He can put somebody on the poster. The things he does defensively is an attribute as well. The only thing he needs to work on is when the game slows down, what can he add to his repertoire in terms of his ISO scoring, his jump shot being more impactful throughout the game. That's the next step for Amen Thompson. If he can get to that level, which he has, the perfect person to look at is Kevin Durant, who is known to be a gym rat, training or up and coming stars working with him, seeing how he goes about his dribble pull ups, goes about how he gets his shot off, going about his overall routine. Amen. Thompson can utilize that for 82 or so games. Then you have Sangoon, who is a Nikola Jokic light, has a great feel for the game, can pass the basketball, got nice touch around the basket. The only thing he needs is more experience, more continuity with his teammates, where maybe if Jalen Green is not monopolizing the basketball as much, he can be a factor in terms of, okay, staking his claim, establishing his foothold with the Houston Rockets, along with Jabari Smith, Cam Whitmore. Those are not slouches, and the biggest wild card can be Reed Shepard, being drafted third overall. He could not get playing time because of Jalen Green. The log jam with Fred VanVleet. The NBA is a business, so he got caught up into the politics of the game. But the few highlights that I did see doing light research around the time he got drafted, he was doing his thing. He's a nice prototypical point guard, and as we see in the NBA Finals, T.J. McConnell is going off due to pure hustle, making the right plays. Reed Shepard can potentially do some of the same things. With Jalen Green being traded to the Phoenix Suns, there's no reason why he can't take full advantage of the opportunity. Now going into, can the Houston Rockets compete for a championship? Does Kevin Durant being traded to Houston shift anything in the NBA? Can he get another championship? With OKC, you always gotta respect a team on any conference that make it to the final game. Whether they win the championship or get there, you have to respect them. I will put OKC at number one. Then you have the Minnesota Timberwolves, who is going to get better. I like their brand of basketball, tough, hard nosed. Anthony Edwards do not play when it comes to competing on that basketball court. We heard all the comparisons to Mike, Kobe being Bryant, things like that. So I would have Minnesota at number two. Golden State, I think their time is over and done with. I would not put them in the top of anything, even though they still have an off season to make moves to give some of the remaining core a possibility to be there when it's all said and done. Speaking of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, but I would not put them in any picture. And Jimmy Butler did not have the greatest playoffs at all. Going into the Los Angeles Clippers, I would say they can potentially be a top three team, so I'm going to put them at three. The team led by Kevin Durant, they can have a shot if things fall their way. Got to protect Kevin Durant's health. He's going to be 37 this upcoming season. He is not no spring chicken. You got to treat him like a old school Cutlass, and he just gotta be nice, easy. Treat him like an old Chevy. If he doesn't overload manage, if he doesn't have any major injuries, major as knee, lower extremities, things of that nature, or he doesn't have an MCL or something that can throw off his progress and he can get through those 82 games, the Rockets can have a chance. Will the youngsters, will his leadership propel the youngsters to play above their heads? Sangoon, again, he's a hooper. Amen Thompson. He can get down. He just need to add that that nuance to his game to propel them to being a championship pitcher. Fred Van Fleet, can he stabilize his team since he's going to be numero uno at the point guard position? He made Doka. We already know if that controversy didn't happen in Boston, he probably would be a one-time champion. And instead of Joe Mazzulla, getting the credit and them losing this season, this playoffs. Who's to say like they wouldn't have got past New York with Ime Doka at the helm. So we know he can coach his ass off. Then we gotta look at the rest of the Western Conference. The rest of the Western Conference. Things can happen. Trades can happen. Teams don't live up to their expectations placed upon them. Injuries, key injuries can happen. So with a piece like Kevin Durant, I'm gonna side with yes. With Kevin Durant on this well balanced roster, and they didn't have to give up anybody in the trade to get Kevin Durant. All they had to do was give up Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and they kept the rest of their core. Yeah, it can shift some things.